Welcome everybody of the World Wide Web. So Cypher Sigma Toys here, back with another little review. I know you've seen I've got a few of these. This is going to only be my second and only review, just because this is my favourite figure. So we have the Leonardo figure here. We see the box with the embossing of Samurai Lee there. And then obviously we've got the Ultimate sign there for Ultimate 7. Let's move this a little bit further back. That's probably right. And then we have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to see in my hand. So, who is your favourite Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle? Please do let me in the comments below. So, then we will take this off here. And then we'll see we have Leonardo there with the nice brickwork, kind of to show the sewer. Samurai Lee, he's got quite a few accessories and stuff. And then we turn around and there's a little bio for him, which is quite cool that they had that stuff in. I do quite like little gimmicks. So let's open this up and get into it. So we have opened him up and this is what he looks like. As you can see with all Super 7 they like to do two seal sections. Let's get it out. There's the cardboard, nothing special about cardboard there. We have Leo. Let's take the top off so we can see obviously there is some pizza with a anchovy, I assume. There he has a sword, a kind of Sewer Samurai flag, and I've never had this original figure so I don't know how, and the two heads. I do quite like the normal one, in all fairness. Does remind me a bit of, this style is Toxic Crusaders. So that's this section. Then we have the back sections. Like all of them, they do the little kind of harness, or I think it was weapons cache that you got with the original toys. So you can see you can pull that out and they all sit there. He comes with 4 swords, so 3 long swords and 2 cool. And then he has these kind of Wolverine hand grips, 2 shurikens, 3 kunai. I assume this is an additional harness so he can carry all of these guns. And then he has 6 pairs of hands. Right, so let's pop him out of the packaging. So here we have the figure. Let's see, so he has head articulation, so he can turn around. I mean, his head is a lot sturdier than the Silver 7 one, so I give them that, even though it can move, so that's good. Then the arms, obviously, it looks like these shoulder pads are fixed, so that's going to limit how much you can turn. It's quite stiff on the arms. Let's just you can see there, so he can move it. Okay, it frees up a little bit, and then you've got the double crunch in the elbow. Obviously the hands feel quite loose. Again, the same the other one. So you can have kind of, I think maybe, yeah, you see this plating and this shell, you can see how they conflict, so that's going to cause, it's good that they use loose. Obviously has detail on his belt, that's really quite cool, and his shell. Obviously detailing on his arm guards. And then legs, spread quite apart. Again, rubber guards, I say this is quite a good idea, I think, of having their Lees, and then solid. Obviously it does have a double knee joint and a little foot one. And then let's see, he does kind of stand, even though I've not really got him in the best of positions. So we're gonna pop his head off. So yeah, still is quite loose, a bit like the one, and then we will stick his alternate head on if I can get. Seems to be you need a lot of force with this one. Okay, it does not want to go on. Let me just try this behind the camera. No, so I can't seem to get my spare head on, so let's just use the original. Okay, the original one pops in far better. Okay, so probably just have to warm that a little bit up. I imagine the hole's quite tight and the plastic is quite hard. So then we look at the weapons. So these are the little kind of grips. So let's, okay, they don't really sit that well on those hands. So we've got a few alternate hands here. Let's see if they're more suited for these. I would possibly, oh no, okay. Yeah, I'd imagine probably Lee's hands, the kind of half open ones, and this is his other one. So yeah, they seem to be the best for it. So let's just, oh my god, this is rather tight as well. Okay, let me try behind the scenes. Okay, so I finally got one side off. These are very, very tight, which is, I say, with the head and stuff, probably just need a bit of heat. Obviously, you do have to be very cautious, I say, with doing it, because as you will see with this hand, like if I try and pull it, you'll see as it's almost coming apart there. There we go. But right, let's see if I can. You can see there's now a gap at the top there, so that's not the greatest thing. So thanks Super 7 for this. So we're gonna fit the new ones, which, yeah, they fit not too bad. Where did I put the other hand? I put the other hand down here. Again, I mean, it is hard when you have a figure with interacting things. So it looks a bit. There we go. So stuff there. I'll say I quite like he comes with this. I'm not sure exactly where that would sit. Maybe over his shoulder. It's a elastic band, so that's quite good. So let's put it on him like so. Maybe if it's on his back like so. Yeah, the elastic band, I'm not, it needs kind of a designated place. I don't think that's that great in all fairness. I do like the fact he has the two holders here, so essentially you can get him holding two swords there, and then possibly holding the additional small sword and the bigger sword, but you'll see mine's a little distorted as well, so that's not the greatest thing. And then as he does come with a shield, so maybe a shield and a sword is probably the best way to do it. Not too bad detailing on there, not the greatest in my eyes. And obviously we have a little bit of pizza. Then we go through the other sets of hands. So these are the open ones. Then we have the two fists, right? Then we have that flag. I assume maybe that will pop in somewhere in the bottom. Okay, I imagine that goes in here. Yeah. So okay, so that's quite cool. And then, as I was saying, we have the weapons rack. So these are what used to come in the late 80s and 90s. So there you go. So it should sit there like that, so you can have your figure and all the weapons rack sit like this. So there we go. That's mostly everything. The only things I didn't show are the kunai and the shurikens, just because they're so small I don't want to lose them. But yeah, I mean, a not too bad figure. I mean, obviously I don't think these are the greatest. They do feel a little loose. I say I'll probably swap it to some solid hands. I do like the belt. I do like the figure. I mean, again, he feels a little loose. I mean, all my Super 7s I've got so far have been slightly loose in some places. And obviously, the head is really tight that you can't get on the other one. But I'll probably keep this one on him anyway. Yeah, and I'll probably put a picture up there of how he is with the collection. Oh, look, and his flags even come off, so that's not the greatest either. Good old. Okay, so it just hooks on there. So it's a very interesting tiny little hooks that don't really secure it that well unless you're throwing it around. Yeah, if you can try and see, this is quite intricate just to, I mean, I would have just fixed this in place. I wouldn't have even, But hey ho, that's just me. So yeah, so that is my review of Super 7's Samurai Leo. Obviously, he's my favourite turtle. I did quite like it. Glad I've got this in the collection now. I'm glad to add him with the group. Otherwise, I've been Cypher Sigma Toys, and I shall see you in the next one.